There's a certain kind of magic in walking through an old 1950s home. The pastel kitchens, the sound of a screen door slamming shut on a summer afternoon, the scent of fresh-baked pie cooling on the counter. Back then, houses weren't just built, they were crafted for living. Every detail had a purpose and a personality. But over the years, those little touches that made mid-century houses so special began to vanish. Today on American Reminds, we re-looking back at 10 home features from the 1950s you'll almost never see again why they meant so much. 1. The milk chute. The quiet morning visitor. Before grocery delivery apps, milk came right to your door. Most 1950s homes had a small metal door, often in the kitchen or side wall, where the milkman could leave glass bottles of fresh milk, butter, or cream. It was a little portal of trust between you and your neighborhood dairy. You'd wake up, open the chute, and there it was, cold milk waiting for breakfast. As supermarkets grew and milk delivery faded in the 1970s, those chutes were sealed up. Now, they're a charming relic of a slower, friendlier time too. Pastel tile bathrooms, a splash of color. Forget plain white bathrooms. The 1950s loved color. Pink, mint, green, baby blue, even sunny yellow tiles, covered walls and tubs. Inspired by post-war optimism, it was a celebration of brightness after years of wartime austerity. These colors made bathrooms feel cheerful, even glamorous. But by the 1980s, taste shifted toward neutral tones, and these bold tiles became outdated still. Step into one today, and you can't help but smile. It's like a candy store, frozen in time. 3. Built-in intercom systems. The voice in the walls in an era before cell phones. Intercoms were high-tech luxury. Families could call each other from room to room without yelling across the house. Some even had built-in AM/FM radios that played music through every speaker. They were part of the 1950s fascination with the home of the future. But when portable phones arrived, the intercom quietly faded away. Now, they sit like little time capsules on the wall for rotary dial telephones. A slower way to connect, mounted on the kitchen wall or sitting on a hallway table. The rotary phone was as much a piece of furniture as it was a tool. The whir of the dial and the satisfying click when it returned was part of everyday life. Calling someone took patience. You couldn't speed dial, and every number felt deliberate. Touch-tone phones replaced them in the 1980s, but the sound of that spinning dial still takes people right back to childhood. 5. Steel kitchen cabinets. The post-war shine after World War II. America's industrial might turned toward the home. Steel, once used for ships and tanks, was repurposed into sleek, painted kitchen cabinets. They were durable, fireproof, and easy to clean, giving kitchens a modern, almost futuristic feel. But by the 1960s, wood cabinetry regained popularity, and steel faded away. Today, they're prized by retro enthusiasts who want that classic mid-century look. 6. Decorative breeze blocks. Patterns in the sun. In sunny parts of the country, decorative concrete blocks were used for patio walls and garden dividers. They cast beautiful patterns of light and shadow, letting air flow while keeping things private. They were a perfect blend of function and style, straight from the optimistic, design-forward mindset of the era. But changing tastes and building codes saw them replaced by solid walls, hiding away the playful 1950s charm. 7. Pocket doors. Sliding into style, pocket doors slid neatly into the wall, saving space and offering a touch of elegance in smaller mid-century homes. They made rooms feel bigger while still giving privacy. They were especially common between dining rooms and kitchens, letting hosts reveal a meal with a dramatic slide. But they required careful installation, and as construction sped up, builders opted for cheaper swinging doors. 8. Glass block windows. Letting the light in glass block windows were everywhere in bathrooms, basements, and even entryways. They let sunlight in while keeping prying eyes out, and they gave homes a glamorous, almost Art Deco touch. Over time, homeowners traded them for bigger, clear windows and open views. But when you see them today, they feel like a stylish wink from the past. 9 wall-mounted bottle openers, always within reach. Back when soda came in glass bottles, many kitchens and garages had a metal opener mounted right to the wall. It was one of those little conveniences you never thought about until you needed it. The satisfying pop of a cap coming off a cold Coke is a sound that's all but disappeared now. They're a novelty item, but in the 50s, they were just part of daily life. 10. Decorative room dividers. The mid-century stage set instead of solid walls. Many 1950s homes used partial dividers with open shelving, latticework, or wood slats. They gave a sense of separation without closing off light or conversation. It was part of the open plan ideal before open plans took over completely by the 1980s. Most were torn out in favor of full walls or truly open spaces, but their playful style is unmistakable. Homes of the 1950s weren't just places to live, they were a reflection of a hopeful, stylish America. Every milk chute, pastel tile, and steel cabinet was a little piece of that optimism. We've traded them for convenience and modern trends. But maybe, just maybe, we lost a bit of magic along the way. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss the next story from American Reminds. Until then, keep the past close, it has so much to teach us.